Yep, it's way larger than the right. So we can now move on to pneumothorax. So this is basically accumulation of air within the pleural cavity. This occurs when air enters the pleural cavity through a chain, either the parietal or visceral pleura. The lung subsequently relaxes and retracts to a varying extent towards the hilum. So what are the radiological findings? So there will be absent lung markings between the lung edge and the chest wall. There will be increased translucency of the affected hemithorax. Air rises, so a pneumothorax will usually be seen largest at the apex. The lung edge becomes visible as the lung retracts towards the hilar as it is displaced from the chest wall. Visceral pleura shows as a thin white line. Air rises due to the gravity, so a pneumothorax will usually be largest at the apex. So if you'll see a pneumothorax, most likely it's going to be seen at the apex. And if you look at a pleural effusion, most likely it will be seen at the bottom because of gravity effects. Then the mediastinal displacement with depression of the diaphragm if tension develops. So you can read a bit on tension pneumothorax. So let's look at this diagram. So the first thing that you can start appreciating is there is absence of lung markings. You're able to see them here, the vascular markings. Here you're unable to see them, so you already start suspecting pneumothorax. And you're able to say the pneumothorax is on the apical area. And then there's increased translucency of the affected hemithorax. Then yes, so I don't know, let's see if I can show you the lung. So this is the lung here. So basically that's all that you're able to appreciate on this image. I wish I'd put the other image that showed the visceral pleura, but it's not here. So basically we're able to appreciate that this is more this increased translucency, this absence of vascular markings, and the pneumothorax is on the apical region. So attention pneumothorax, this is the one that you do not miss, and it's a medical emergency, so you need to know how to read this. So if you cannot diagnose attention pneumothorax at medical finals, you won't find an examiner who will defend you. This is that important. Then the left hemithorax is black due to air in the pleural cavity. So what are the signs of tension? The left lung is completely compressed, as you can see on the arrowheads. Yeah, this is the lung here. The trachea is pushed to the right. Hope you can notice that. The heart is shifted to the contralateral side. You're able to see that as well. And the left hemidiaphragm is depressed. Are you able to see here? Yes. And if you're able to diagnose a tension pneumothorax clinically, as you know that thing, tension pneumothorax has very prominent clinical findings. Sometimes you may not even need an X-ray and you'll be able to detect it. So you need to relieve the pressure immediately.